Module 6, Unit 11, Reading Literature. The study of literature is a transformative journey that fosters intellectual curiosity and emotional growth. Combining analytical techniques with personal reflection allows readers to engage deeply with texts, creating connections that resonate beyond the classroom. By integrating close reading and reader response approaches, educators can cultivate an appreciation for literature that is both rigorous and deeply personal, ensuring that students develop the skills to analyze texts critically while forming meaningful connections with the stories they read. Close reading focuses on the structure and intricacies of a text, requiring students to examine its language, themes, and literary devices in detail. This method aligns with the principles of the New Critics, who emphasized analyzing the text itself rather than relying on external factors like the author's background or the reader's personal experiences. A teacher employing close reading might pose a question such as, what main symbols did the author use, and how do these symbols contribute to the theme of the story? This prompts students to scrutinize the text, uncovering the layers of meaning embedded in its narrative. By focusing on the technical aspects of writing, close reading helps students develop a keen eye for detail, enhancing their ability to interpret and evaluate literature. In contrast, reader response theory prioritizes the reader's interaction with the text, emphasizing the subjective, personal experience of reading. Pioneered by Rosenblatt, this approach encourages students to connect literature to their own lives and emotions. For example, an aesthetic question like, have you ever known anyone like the main character in the story, invites students to reflect on their feelings and draw parallels between the narrative and their personal experiences. This process transforms reading into an introspective exercise where students explore how a text resonates with their own perspectives. A defining feature of reader response questions is that there is no right or wrong answer, highlighting the individuality of each reader's interpretation. Combining close reading and reader response provides a comprehensive framework for engaging with literature. This dual approach ensures that students analyze a text's structure and content while also appreciating its emotional and thematic impact. According to Beers and Probst, emphasizing both techniques creates a richer understanding of literature, balancing the intellectual and emotional aspects of reading. By fostering a deeper connection to the material, students develop critical thinking skills alongside an appreciation for the power of storytelling. Discussions play a crucial role in enriching students' understanding and appreciation of literature. Literature discussion groups create opportunities for students to share interpretations, challenge assumptions, and build on each other's ideas. The main aim of these groups is to foster a collaborative exploration of texts, deepening comprehension and engagement. However, as noted by Clark and Byrne, students in such groups often rely on a limited range of strategies and may not use them effectively. To address this, teachers can guide discussions with questions that encourage critical thinking and diverse perspectives, ensuring that all participants contribute meaningfully to the conversation. Engaging struggling readers and English language learners, ELLs, in literary analysis requires thoughtful support and scaffolding. Tools like glosses, which provide brief explanations of unfamiliar words or concepts, can make challenging texts more accessible. For example, annotating a complex story with glosses helps students focus on comprehension without becoming overwhelmed by difficult language. Similarly, activities like readers' theater, where students read a story aloud together, enhance fluency and provide a dynamic, interactive way to engage with the material. To foster a love of reading across diverse genres, educators must consider students' preferences and interests. Biographies, for instance, often rank poorly when students are asked about their favorite types of literature. However, selecting biographies that align with students' passions can make this genre more appealing. By choosing compelling subjects, such as figures who share similar backgrounds or achievements that resonate with students' aspirations, educators can integrate biographies into the curriculum in meaningful ways. Programs like Junior Great Books and Questioning the Author exemplify the balance between teacher guidance and student-driven responses. These approaches encourage students to delve into texts through close reading while also expressing their interpretations and engaging in thoughtful dialogue. For example, students might analyze a story's themes and symbols under the teacher's direction, then share personal reflections in a discussion that ties the narrative to their own experiences. This balance of structure and freedom ensures that students of all reading levels can participate fully in the study of literature. Close reading and reader response not only develop analytical skills, but also nurture a lifelong appreciation for literature. By teaching students to interpret texts critically and connect with them emotionally, educators prepare them to engage with literature in ways that are both intellectually rigorous and deeply fulfilling. As students learn to balance analysis with reflection, they become thoughtful, reflective readers who can appreciate the beauty and complexity of language. The dual emphasis on analysis and personal response transforms literature into a tool for growth and exploration. Close reading honors students' ability to evaluate structure and meaning, equipping them with skills that extend beyond the classroom. Meanwhile, reader response fosters empathy and introspection, encouraging students to see stories as mirrors of their own lives and windows into others' experiences. Together, these approaches create a rich, multidimensional understanding of literature that empowers students to think critically, connect deeply, and engage meaningfully with the written word. Through this balanced approach, educators help students uncover the transformative potential of reading, laying the foundation for a lifelong journey of discovery and growth. Unit 12. Approaches to teaching reading. Teaching reading is both an art and a science, requiring a thoughtful balance of approaches to meet the diverse needs of learners. As students bring different skills, interests, and challenges to the classroom, no single method can address the complexities of literacy instruction. By integrating multiple approaches, basal, literature-based, individualized reading workshop, language experience, guided reading, and more, educators can create dynamic, responsive programs that foster growth, engagement, and a lifelong love of reading. The basal approach is a foundational method in many classrooms, offering a structured curriculum that integrates phonics, vocabulary, and comprehension strategies. Its alignment with core programs ensures consistency across classrooms, making it an effective tool for early reading development. The main advantage of a basal intervention program is its coordination with broader educational goals, providing a systematic framework for teaching essential skills. However, as students advance, the limitations of basal instruction become apparent, as it often lacks the flexibility and depth needed to engage more proficient readers. To address this, educators must incorporate additional methods that offer greater personalization and enrichment. For beginning readers, the language experience approach provides a meaningful entry point into literacy. This method connects students' lived experiences to reading and writing, fostering engagement and motivation. A teacher might record a student's narrative about their weekend and use it as a reading activity, creating a bridge between spoken language and print. While this approach is particularly effective for early literacy, it tends to lose its impact as students grow and require more sophisticated instruction. As such, it is best complemented by other methods as students progress. The reading workshop and individualized reading approaches are highly effective in accommodating the diverse needs of learners. These methods emphasize choice and personalization, allowing students to select texts that align with their interests and reading levels. By tailoring instruction to individual needs, these approaches create an inclusive environment that supports struggling readers and challenges gifted students. Reading workshops in particular foster independence and ownership over learning, encouraging students to set goals, track their progress, and reflect on their growth. Guided reading is another essential tool for differentiated instruction, focusing on small groups of students with similar reading abilities. This method allows teachers to provide targeted support, addressing specific challenges while building on each student's strengths. For example, a guided reading group might practice decoding strategies to improve fluency, while another group explores advanced comprehension techniques. By grouping students according to their proficiency levels, guided reading ensures that instruction is both relevant and accessible. The literature-based approach shifts the focus from skill building to the appreciation of authentic, high-quality texts. By introducing students to diverse literature, this method fosters creativity, critical thinking, and emotional engagement. Discussions and activities based on literature help students connect themes and characters to their own experiences, deepening their understanding of the text. Unlike the structured basal approach, literature-based instruction encourages exploration and inquiry, making it a dynamic and enriching way to teach reading. Modern technology has also transformed reading instruction through the digital approach, which leverages ebooks, multimedia resources, and interactive tools to enhance learning. Digital platforms offer personalized feedback, track progress, and provide engaging content, making them particularly effective for younger learners and those with unique learning needs. Similarly, the integrated approach blends reading instruction with other subjects, such as science or history, allowing students to apply their literacy skills in meaningful, real-world contexts. These methods highlight the importance of relevance and connection in reading instruction, ensuring that students see the value of literacy beyond the classroom. Despite the range of methods available, research consistently shows that no single approach to teaching reading is universally superior. Instead, effective programs combine the strengths of multiple methods, adapting to the needs of individual students. For example, a classroom might use basal instruction for foundational skills, guided reading for targeted support, and the literature-based approach to inspire a love of reading. This flexibility ensures that instruction remains dynamic, engaging, and inclusive, meeting the diverse needs of students at all levels. In addition to the primary approaches, educators can incorporate complementary strategies like the Directed Reading Thinking Activity, DRTA, to promote critical thinking and active engagement. DRTA differs from guided reading in that students play a more active role in determining their purpose for reading. This method encourages prediction, questioning, and evaluation, fostering independence and analytical skills. By guiding students to interact with texts thoughtfully and reflectively, DRTA creates a more interactive reading experience. The language experience approach, while effective for younger readers, aligns with top-down instructional strategies, such as teaching phonics after students have already learned to recognize a number of words. This approach contrasts with more systematic, bottom-up methods, emphasizing the importance of meaning and context in literacy development. Combining these strategies allows teachers to address both the mechanics and the purpose of reading, ensuring a comprehensive approach to instruction. One of the most important lessons in reading instruction is that flexibility and adaptation are key. By drawing on multiple methods and tailoring instruction to the needs of individual students, educators can create programs that are both effective and engaging. Whether through the structure of basal instruction, the personalization of reading workshops, or the creativity of the literature-based approach, effective reading instruction equips students with the skills and confidence to navigate a world of words. The goal of teaching reading is to cultivate not only capable readers, but also curious, lifelong learners who see literacy as a gateway to exploration and discovery. By understanding the principles of each approach and combining them strategically, educators can create a learning environment that empowers every student to succeed. Whether through the targeted support of guided reading, the enrichment of digital tools, or the innovation of integrated instruction, the best reading programs blend the strengths of multiple methods, to inspire a love of learning and a mastery of language.